Okay guys, so we got to get into this Love Island USA reunion. Yes, I've done my event. Yes, it's 2:30 in the morning. Yes, I am jet lagged and tired. I arrived from London yesterday, but we got to get into this because there is so much to discuss. Hey guys, it's Morali. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. Back again with another Love Island review. The USA reunion, the season has officially finished. Thank you to everybody who came to my event tonight. It was everything. Like, it was so good to see so many of you guys coming. We watched such a dramatic episode. Some of the Islanders from this season came as well. Like, it was great. It was honestly super nice. I don't know how this animation makes sense.
It was sorry, that is such a bad thing to happen.
And yeah, like, it just worked out so well. The goodie bags you guys got, the karaoke we did afterwards, the Q&A with the Islanders, it was juicy. Me spilling some Love Island tea. It was everything. If you guys didn't come, I'm sorry you just weren't there. I'm so sorry. Now, we have to get into this where there is so much that we have to discuss. And it was very dramatic. It was very filled. I know Ariana Madix is very popular here in New York, in America, but I'm so sorry, guys. She did not do a good job with the reunion. I felt like she was being swallowed up, and at some points, she even looked like a contestant. I felt like there were moments between the Nicole Kendall saga and this audio that we had to see for 40 Days and 40 Nights, where she could have wrapped it up, controlled everybody, controlled the reunion, and it came to a point where everybody was just trying to speak and interrupting each other, and that was frustrating to see. She should have just stopped it all, said 1 minute at a time. I felt like the questions weren't as challenging enough, and I just don't feel like she was as great. But she was a great presenter. This was her first reunion to host. Everybody gets the nerves the first time. Everybody's performance the first time isn't great. And I feel like, and I'm confident that next year there will be strength to strength and that she will be even better. That is what I definitely feel. So I think that we should give her a chance, in my personal opinion. But I think that she definitely could have done way better because this wasn't that great at all, to be honest with you, when it comes to a host. But I don't think she's hosted much reunions before. This is her first one ever. So I think that we should just cut her some slack. I know that I will. The Kendall Nicole stuff was probably the most maddest conversation. It was very interesting dialogue, to be honest with you. And I'm glad that they kept it all in. And there was a lot that was going on. Now, Nicole is so focused on her pain and for the fact that she was lied to, that she's not really understanding the whole scenario. I genuinely feel like Nicole Sorry's feelings are validated. She is allowed to feel upset that her man lied to her about things that came out. Even the fact that he was doing this in the hotel before he went into the villa, he didn't even meet Nicole then. As far as I'm concerned, the man was single, so I don't even think it's that deep. If he knew Nicole and was dating her and then was doing this, it's a whole different scenario. He wasn't. And I think that we need to center the fact that Kendall, whether we like him or not, was a revenge porn victim. People are saying on the reunion, oh, you know, whatever happened to him was wrong, we don't like that, but, you know, he lied to me. This is revenge porn. It is illegal. It is absolutely insane that this came out. His family saw it, friends saw it, and the public shame was absolutely madness. For all we know, that man could have ended his life right there and then, and all Nicole was focusing on was me, I, self. In that moment, I can see where Jana was coming from, where, this happened, it's embarrassing, and the people around me, I want to just, pretend that something else took place, etc, etc. But at the same time, I understand that Nicole's feelings are hurt. She states that we are still together, so we'll just see where it goes from there, to be honest with you. Serena said, well, my man lied to me, I would have ended it there and then, whereas Leah and Jana were kind of on the different side. And I'm glad that dialogue took place. Nicole was saying, well, Kendall's made it his mission to make it look like we are single. That's absolutely not true. And I'm glad that Cordell piped in and defended Kendall, because that isn't true. he hasn't been doing that. So I don't know where she's been getting this information from, but I felt like she is not the main victim here. It is Kendall. I'm so sorry. She was lied to. I understand that. She's hurt. She's allowed to feel that way and she's validated. But the main victim is Kendall. He is a revenge porn victim, whether we like him or not. If he was abusing people in that video, it would have been a different story, or harming somebody, or, you know, literally punching somebody. It's different, but he was a revenge porn victim. I don't understand why he wasn't the center of that conversation. He was even hyperventilating in that moment, and I felt for him because, you know, it's difficult. So I can see both sides, to be honest with you, and I feel like both sides have points, absolutely, and that's just where I'm going to leave it. I'm glad that Kaylor came out of nowhere and dragged Aaron. I feel like it was needed because I feel like he does do the same to the other girls but doesn't get the same treatment, and he feels like he can get away with it. Whereas Kaylor was like, everything that I've seen from XYZ, I'm pissed. This is over. I should have clocked XYZ. And she went in for the jugular and ripped that man apart to shreds. I did not expect that. It was more like a sneak for me to Kaylor to come like this hard, because she's never come this hard in the show. We've seen her. She forgives things easily, quickly. She moves on. But she cut that man to the white meat. And I feel like a part of why she did that is also because Aaron is not as popular. If he was, perhaps she would have changed. Popularity means a lot to Islanders when they come out, and they sway around those who have it because it means that they prolong their careers as well. But Kaylor cut that man to the white meat, and it was just crazy to see. Liv kind of irritated me this episode, no shade, but, you know, she doesn't need to be involved in the whole Aaron Kaylor stuff. I get it, she was moved to the middle, but like, let them have their conversation. Stop butting into Aaron. I just feel like it's unnecessary sometimes. This audio pissed me the F off because we don't need, it's like beating a dead horse. I don't understand why we keep discussing it and talking about it. It's been hashed out on the show. Why did we need to watch 20 minutes of non-stop audio? I don't understand, and that is where the reunion lost me. The first half, Kendall, Nicole, Kaylor, Aaron, strong. Serena talking about Cordell, strong. Like Janae joking about being pregnant, strong. It was tens across the board. It was going strong. But I felt like with this audio and with Ariana losing her grip on the contestants and the drama that was unfolding, that was where the reunion lost me. However, regardless, this was the best Love Island reunion that I have ever seen in Love Island reunion history. It's better than any of the UK seasons. The setup actually was great. Initially, I did not like it, but I liked the way it was then. I'm glad that everybody was there, and I feel like this is how the reunions should be done. It was a lot of drama. It was intense, and I feel like because things were delayed, that there was a lot more things that we did not see. I thought there would be a part 2. I was confused. There was only a part 1 and there was no part 2. Don't know where that came from. Perhaps there was a part 2 and it was cut off last minute because of, you know, safety concerns, mental health, suicide prevention, and etc. Because there were a lot of people who obviously, I believe, wanted to, you know, feel some kind of way about things going on left, right, and center. So I think that could also be a reason. I felt like there was some part 2 and maybe it was cut off last minute. That was where the reunion lost me. This long ass audio nobody asked for pissed me the F off. We did not need to see that. They should have wrapped it up in 10 minutes max. I don't understand. Also, the behind the scenes content, I get it. It's giving housewives and I like it to an extent, but I feel like it was a bit too much. Them randomly sitting, 3 of them eating pizza was also a bit too much. I get it. Brand deals, and that's what people need to do XYZ. But I just felt like it was not matching the reunion to an extent. It just was not matching the reunion. Andrea spoke, and Rob spoke, like I get that, but I feel like I wish the Casa girls would have had more of a voice about certain things left, right, and center. I like the fact that Leah was like, don't be rude to Andrea or anybody, like get over it. And she, you can tell, was very unscripted and was just being herself in the reunion. Whether we like Leah or not in this moment, she was definitely just being herself and not encouraging bullying or harming to any of the contestants around her. And that is something that she does not owe them, but it's a nice thing for her to do. I wanted to see Janae drag Connor. Why didn't we see that? Why was that not there? Because she had her notes. She had her whole book out. She was ready. Point blank period. She was ready. And for the fact that we didn't even get any of that, frustrated me, because that is what I want to have seen. Was that there and cut out? Was that not ever there? That dialogue should have taken place, because even Janae said that she wanted to come for Connor and have that conversation, but that was not addressed. Instead, they were discussing Ariana at some point asking questions, not her fault, because producers tell her to ask what to ask, in regards to bromances. I'm not interested in bromances. Nobody is. And so we've seen the bromances on stories and Instagram uploads. Cool. Great. Happy days. But I just feel like we don't need to see the bromances as a focal point on the reunion. It wasn't really a focal point, but even just there, I feel like it was fillers. There was opportunities to have different discussions. we could have had the audio situation for 5 minutes, wrap that up, move on to Jana and Connor. That would have been great to have seen, but no, it was dragged on for much long, which was frustrating to see. But this reunion to me was a strong 7 out of 10. Touching 8, it was way better than the UK reunions, and so for that I'm extremely grateful. I think this was a great season. This was a great drama-filled reunion. The Nicole Kendall dialogue was insane. It was crazy. They really kept it a buck and up front. It was very dramatic. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think this was fantastic. Big hats off to production, hats off to Rihanna, hats off to the cast of people as well, hats off to everybody watching it, and also my subscribers for doing back-to-back 2 sold-out events in Brooklyn, in New York, point blank period. We did that. This was a season we all enjoyed. What's next year gonna bring? I don't know. The thing is, this is giving UK season 5 with Molly May and how big that season was. But the UK people got too excited and wanted to bring Love Island Winter. I don't want Love Island USA to do that. We don't need oversaturation, which is why I'm glad that Love Island Games is coming on next year, not this year. Hopefully, if they don't bring in a winter nonsense to America and they just keep it once a year, we get that breathing space, we're allowed to move on and focus on these islanders for now, then the next season will be definitely good. 110%. I felt like Cassie could have spoken a bit more about some things here and there. I felt like Rob could have spoken a bit more. You know, I don't know. I feel like he kind of just justifies things for Aaron. And I understand Aaron losing his grandfather is a lot because that's his close parent. And he recently put up a TikTok about his mental health. And I feel like that should be a focus point, that the season is over. People are so attached and stand wars are insane that people are just not going to let any of these islanders go, to be honest with you. But I wanted to give you guys this reunion review before I go to sleep. There were a few people, I think like 2 or 3, who weren't able to come, and they've messaged me in regards to refunds. For those who weren't able to come to the event, you will absolutely get a full refund. I'm very fair on that remark, and so don't worry about that. That will be processed in the next 24 to 48 hours. I've seen like 2 or 3 emails from those who were sick, or flights were cancelled. Things were crazy today with flights. So I'm sad that those who could not make my event. I really am, but it was fantastic. It was amazing. It was so good. The fact that you guys got complimentary drinks, appetizers, goodie bags. We saw Daniela came and we did a great Q&A, and it was very juicy what she was saying. Shout out to her for coming. It was great. The karaoke, watching that dramatic reunion, doing also kind of like an after sun moment where I discussed things with you guys and we had some questions from the crowd. It was everything. It was really good. Such a good turnout for the reunion, which I never expected. I've never done anything for a reunion. It was more so for the finale events, but I'm just grateful. Love Island this year has been so good to me. 3 back-to-back sold-out events. Please give me my 10s, Murad Nation. Love all of you guys, point blank period, and it's been absolute madness. Thank you very much. I look tired as hell in this video. I look tired as hell. The lighting is awful and bad. I don't know what's going on, but I just could not go to sleep after my event without giving you guys a review, because I just wanted to speak about this because it's just all on my mind. Let me know your thoughts, please. Sound off in the comment box below. I want to know your thoughts when it comes to this Love Island USA reunion, whether you guys agree or disagree with me, and especially on the Kendall, Nicole stuff, and also the Kaylor stuff as well. I definitely want to see what your thoughts are on that. And also the audio, which I don't even want to get into about who's right and who's wrong, because I'm so over that. I don't want to break that down, child. We've already broken it down throughout the whole season and then seen this 30-minute audio. You guys don't need to see me running my mouth about a conversation that we already don't really care about anyways. Subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. Please do subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And I'm excited to follow the lives of these islanders and to see where they go if they wish to pursue a career on the internet or if not. But a reminder, please, mental health awareness for a lot of these people that, they are still human beings. They're not just characters or, sim characters or whatever you want to call them, or NPC. They are genuinely people, so hopefully we can hold back. But yeah, Ariana, I just felt like I thought she would have done a better job as a host. I felt like she got lost so many times in this reunion. I felt like she was a contestant at some point. The questions were swallowing her up. Everybody was speaking from different directions. It became overwhelming and confusing to see, and in those moments she lost holding the grip. But I feel and I'm positive that she'll be much better next year. Subscribe and I'll catch you guys soon for another video. All in one take, baby. All in one take. Wow.